Good afternoon, James Lane, Pardo brand sales manager here at a warm Swanwick Marina. Welcome to the Pardo GT 52. The birth of Venus, Botticelli. Michelangelo's David, the Pardo GT 52. They share one thing in common, they are beautiful. This Pardo GT 52 is the prettiest of the lot, I think, but you're the buyer, not me. And I can't wait to show you and Rob around this boat. Come on, follow me. So, up-down platform, we've seen this before on various other models. It fits something like a Williams 285 on this, but even then, there's plenty enough room to walk around for the kids, extra toys. It's a beamy boat. As I'm standing here, I may as well show you some of the features and the cool bits that Pardo do. If you remember on the E60, and to some extent on the Pardo 43 that we've seen before, these sunbathing areas turn into seating areas with all of these backrests that come up on ratchets, and you can create a sun worshipping area into a, follow me Rob, up this way, dining area. How many would you say there, Rob? Up to 10 people with a couple of directors' chairs maybe on here. Table obviously goes down. I won't do it all the way, you get the idea, and we'll do some cutaways with the infill cushions that make it into a sun worshipping area, or up and down, however you want to play it. As I'm standing in the cockpit, access to the engine room, we'll show you that a little bit later. But there's little things, little features they do. They put in, you know, these seats are quite cool, aren't they? You sit back here, speak to everyone else, a couple of wine coolers, cup holders, call them what you like. Little ice maker under there. Things like that. There is areas where you can store bits underneath all this seating. So, let alone you've got 10 people sitting around there for a bit of lunch, or 5 or 6 laying down on the infill cushion. You can then walk over here through this massive, massive cockpit. And then this is really what I want to show you about this boat. The Pardo E60 that we had at the beginning of the year is an Endurance, it's an E60. We've also shown you our Pardo P43 Walkaround. It is what it is. This is a little bit 50-50. So Rob, if you come here a second, I will show you that there is it's a walk up to sort of midship, and then there are steps that we'll show you, and we'll show you in cutaways, and maybe I'll walk up there in a minute, into a huge teak laden area with carbon fibre poles that we've added actually to this boat for a little bit of security for the kids. But this boat it's the best of both worlds. It's a bit of walk around and a bit of endurance. Put them together, you get the Pardo GT 52. It's never been seen in the UK before. This is the first one in German, Irish and UK waters. It's the first one. She came here 2 days before the British Motor Yacht Show and absolutely caused a stir. It is something like, going back to the birth of Venus by Botticelli. Everyone's like, what on earth is that? Beautiful, beautiful thing. It is the Pardo GT 52. Come and see us, come and have a demo. Come and talk to us. So as I walk through to the saloon, if you notice there's no steps, I just walk straight through. There's not being clever and hiding it like I have done on various other brands, but this goes straight through. It's one level, it's brilliant. Obviously you've got your up-down window on the starboard side. It's not electric, it is on a simple ram, which I like. Patio sliding door on a slight angle. It's just all about design. It just looks so different. Nice Pardo switches here, which I know you'll show with Rob in a minute. Nice, simple things, but they've got the Pardo logo on this, which you'll see on the uplifts of those back seats as well. You'll love that. Up, down TV, you've seen this before, pop-up TV. And there's enough seating, and these are really, really, really comfy seats. I can't wait for you to come on board. This is quite cool. This is an up-down helm seat. So if I put that down, as you can see, what Pardo have designed this for is when she is down, you pull this bolster forward a little bit in your own time. You pull this bolster forward, put a couple of cushions in there, and then you've got a huge L-shaped sofa. Okay, so you've got your seating for 10 inside. It's so comfy and cozy. One level, no one's going to trip up a step. Patio doors open, but it's still quite warm in here. And it's 21 degrees in Swanwick. It's not very windy. However, it has got a very nice, simple Targa roof. I mean, I'll show you. It is very, very, very cool. I mean, it's such a nice system. So that's the Targa roof all the way back. And actually, it makes such a difference. Right, an extra bit that Pardo do for this one. They have two blinds coming from port and starboard side. This one is this is the overnight blind. So if you're staying on board overnight and you wanted to have the Targa roof open, you can slide this across. It's like a blackout blind. Simple as that. I won't do it all the way, but you get the idea. And then on the starboard side, you have a simple mozzie screen. How cool is that? Right, here we go. So at the helm, this has got a very similar system to the Pardo E60, which the Pardo 43 has not got. It's got the Empire bus system. So I've just pressed a button on the home screen that gives you a very cool little picture image of the GT52. Again, this is where you can, it's like the bonding system on other brands that we sell. It's the brains of the boat, it's your air conditioning, it's your lighting, it's your how your batteries are looking, how your water's looking in each tank. It's all there. We can talk you through this. The autopilot on your plotter is put in there. We've added a bow thruster on this one. I don't think you necessarily need it, but it's always nice to have it there on a windy day. Anyway, it's there. It has it's IPS, of course, IPS 800s, which is 2 times 600 horsepower. When we took her out to set the autopilot, which actually last week was after the show, because it was nip and tuck to get her to the show, we got her to 32.2 knots, and that was half fuel, full of engineers. I mean, I think that's ample. Anyway, so that's the sort of top speed. Cruising, again, I always say this, it's got such a big cruising range. It can be from high 20s down, and you can throttle it back to low 20s. That's your cruising window. But that's up to you to see where you're comfortable. Of course, that's dictated by sea state and wind and whatever you put on board. But that is your cruising range, and that is your top speed. Come on board her if you want to have a demo, and then we'll get into some more detail about it. Sunroof closing, helmsman that I'm leaning on up and down, anchor lights, horn, windscreen wipers. Windscreen wipers, that's cool. So as I talk about windscreen wipers, we're now leaning forward to this, I don't know what you call it, pilot house. It's very similar to the E60, isn't it, Rob, this one? It just feels massive, especially when this is open. It's a very different looking, there's no mullion. It's one big pilot house. I love it. This boat has 2 cabins and a secret cabin, but I'll show you the secret cabin in a minute. Yes, it's nearly 55 feet, but there's a little secret place I'll show you in a minute. Comes in 2 different designs, 2 different layouts, I should say. The one we are on now is obviously galley down, and you can have one with a galley up, which will be on the starboard, it'll be on the port side, I'm so sorry, but on the port side. But this one, we think for this market, my crystal ball's not brilliant, but we think for this market, our British, German and Irish customers will be more used to having the galley down, utilising more of this space. Should we go down? So as I said, this is the galley down option. Double burner. There is your fridge system here. I mean, you'll see all this in a minute when Rob cuts into it and does some nice photographs. Sink. I mean, it is what it is. You can see it, can't you, really? These are always nice. They had this on the E60, this sort of brass fitting for your air conditioning coming out. It's not your plastic bits flapping around. It's a very nice bit of kit. Freezer unit. And then, do I go through all these? I suppose I can do. Fittings, drawers, it's all so nicely done. No carpet in this one. We didn't specify carpet here, and we specified teak on there as well. Just something different. Very Italian. Again, you've got this Avonite sort of Corian finish. It's white, it's simple. It is all in tune with brightness, light wood. To my left-hand side, to the starboard side, there is the shared day head, which is actually really for your twin cabin just in front of me, but it's plenty good enough. In fact, it's more than good enough. I'll leave it open so you can have a little look there, Rob, actually. But again, it's got the LED shower. It's just bloody brilliant. 2 cabins plus a secret one. That'll be last. So down here on the starboard side, again, you have your twin cabin. It's well appointed, it's pretty, it's underlit. It's like those cool Grand Soleil sailing yachts. It's got that vibe that I was talking about on the E60 and the Pardo 43. Look, I can talk about it and you can video it, Rob. It's all very nice. Come and see it. You really have to. This is a very, very good, if not extremely good, master cabin. So follow me through. Slightly off centre. But again, this is a beamy old boat, so you've got as much of this, although it does taper a little bit, you've got as much of the beam of the boat as possible, and they've utilised everything so nicely. It's quite, I'm tall, you're tall, Rob. This is, I don't know, 6-foot bed. It's not quite a king, not quite a queen. It's sort of a boat, big boat bed. We specified a TV on this one. That's always quite nice. At night, if you can go up there, Rob, there's a cushion on there at the moment. We'll show you that on the bow, so you can obviously do that. I don't think we can. Oh, we can. There you go. Oh, that's better. It's warm in here, isn't it? So that's good. And again, it's got the same old mozzie blackout. Nice. Where Pardo have been clever in this cabin is they've put the heads right in the bow. And if you remember, again with a nice little photograph of this boat, the bow rakes forward. That bow line rakes forward, and they've used as much as they can in this as well. I mean, how cool is that? Anyway, how cool is a loo? But we're on a boat. If you can come in here, Rob, I'd love you to come in here because they've got this LED lit shower, which is always quite cool. Standing room, sitting room. It's big enough. It's plenty big. It's more than big enough. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And as I come towards you now, it is a secret cabin. For me, I'd certainly put one of my kids in. I don't know which one at the moment. We'll go down there. But you've got this, which is just an extra space. Storage and or crew cabin. Like, there's even a head down there, a stainless steel fold-out sink, and a full single bed. It's not a compromise. You'd never know. You'd never know. So that's walking through the main body of the boat. To close this off and to give you more details about the websites and about the price and about how to contact me, I will take you to this phenomenal bow. So follow me up and I'll show you around. Follow me up. Plenty of room. Massive bulwarks. Again, you've got this. Sorry, Rob, I keep doing this. You've got this. If you remember the 60 and the 43, you've got these pop-up. They're actually fender clips. Call them what you like. And then we'll come up. Carbon fibre poles. Teak. Bow. Drinks. Tunes on. Underneath the coach roof, there are 2 speakers. There's a ridiculous sound system on this as well that thumps through the boat like a drum. Just come on board. Come on board. Party boat. So the best place to find all the information on this is argoyachting.com. That should be at the bottom of the screen on this video. And within that, you'll find the price, you will find 3D tours, you will find more images. As I said, everything is found on argoyachting.com, especially find the GT52. Please come and see us. you have to see this Botticelli, you have to see this Michelangelo design boat. Ciao, grazie mille, Spirito d'Italia.